Good morning, this is Doug the Retired Navigator, really retired this time, here with a report on being retired for 2 weeks and 2 days. See how things are going so far. I think we should do it while we are having a look at local harbors and marinas. So a few months ago, we started looking at the nest egg and the Air Force pension and upcoming Social Security, and decided, I think we're there. So on May 22nd, 2 weeks and 2 days ago, was my last day at the library. So after 39 years, 20 with the Air Force being a navigator, instructor navigator, 15 or 16 with Leidos as an intelligence analyst, a year teaching science at the worst middle school in town, and 2 years of helping people out at the library, I'm done. So let's go kayaking. Best thing about retirement so far, the flexibility. Now it's just me against the weather for figuring out the perfect time to do everything, and I don't have to worry about this 9.5-hour block of work time suck ruining everything for me. Now, if I find the weather is going to be perfect at sunrise the next morning with glass smooth waters, I'm in. I'm on my way to go kayaking again. So flexibility wise, our big dry erase board calendar in the kitchen, it has turned from a tracker of when Doug has to go to work, so we might squeeze in one or two little things, to just a tracker of upcoming events, who we're having lunch with, what parties we're going to, what events we're going to, and total flexibility is where it's at. Let's see, we had a neighborhood pool party coming up, and normally on a Saturday work day, we're in. Let's see, we had dueling pianos at one Daytona, one of the fancy malls in the center of town, and that sounded fun, so we went. No regards for work hours, because not applicable. Also gets a lot of flexibility on getting things fixed or getting appointments around the house. About a week ago, we had a question about Heather's car battery that we had to check something at Firestone. So we just went over and did it. No waiting to get off work. No waiting on anything. Yesterday we had a question about how one of our sprinkler zone valves works. So we called the guy and they said, my expert can only get there next Friday at 9. And the answer, of course, was, okay, I'll be here Friday at 9. I also like being able to sleep in until I'm ready to get up. That might be 8, that might be 6. It's just when it's starting to get light outside. And I go to sleep. When I'm ready to go to sleep, I stay up, editing or looking at movies on the computer, and then it's time for bedtime until the next morning. So am I bored? Do I have enough to do? So many of those videos talk about people missing their work thing and having no purpose in life, but I am happy to tell people that instead of intelligence analyst or navigator, I am now full-time kayaker, dog walker, gardener, cook, reader, and avid reader, and it's pretty awesome. So the kayak is awesome. I had it back in Virginia for about 2 years for going kayaking on local lakes, and now I'm able to use it on the Halifax River, the intercoastal waterway, going up and down. There's places to eat, there's parks, there's all kinds of cool stuff, and mostly it's just really, really relaxing being in the little ship here. In the future, I'm also planning to take it inland just a bit to Blue Springs or some of the other sites where you can kayak among the giant manatees as they float along and sniff the air. And we are slowly transitioning from the beautiful sunrise part of the day to the I'm glad I brought sunglasses on this mission part of the day. The sun is going higher and higher and whiter and whiter. There it is. So I've been keeping busy the last 2 weeks, just catching up on lawn mowing and edging and gardening and refreshing the mulch inside the house. We're caught up on the dishes for once, and the dishes are mostly on the right side of the sink instead of the left side of the sink. So we are getting caught up on a lot. We haven't gone out on any huge things. We haven't gone on a cruise. We haven't gone to Disneyland. We haven't gone out to $100 meal. But we have done just a lot of small events around the neighborhood and in the area. And it's just nice being able to be caught up and have some time to read. Today's in-flight meal is provided by, is from Wawa, is their tuna salad croissant sandwich. Yum yum. Very convenient. The other nice thing with all the newfound flexibility is doing PT every day. I'm either doing hour and a half walks in the dirt roads near our neighborhood, or golf carting or biking down to the pool for some laps, which do not last an incredibly long time, or taking the dogs out for a walk, or more importantly, kayaking, aerobic kayaking, go, go, go. This is a lot of fun and pretty much the most scenic thing I can think of in the area right now. Why would anyone not want to be boating or kayaking on a glass smooth day like this? By the way, this one is my favorite catamaran in the the Prelude, because its nose art has an image of a planetary transfer orbit, which is making me kind of want to go home and play Kerbal Space Program some more, which I can do, and it will be a lot of fun. We'll have to do a big KSP day one of these days. And all that KSP talk reminded me I'd forgotten about space. My other hobby is watching space launches. We live about 52 miles or so from where they launch all the Kennedy Space Center and Cape Canaveral rockets. If they are going straight to the east, like for interplanetary shots or high altitude satellites, or to the southeast, they go up and then they go away. But when they are launched to the northeast, which is about half the Starlink satellites and all of the space station missions, they go right up the coast here. It's an amazing view from the backyard, and about 7 or 8 minutes after takeoff, we get to hear the rumble of it driving by. We get to watch the staging, we get to watch the boosters turn around if they're going back to the launch site, and it's just fun to watch. The best time is either well before dawn or a little after sundown, so that the exhaust is in the sunlight, but it's dark down here. Which means tomorrow morning at 6:07 a.m. I'm hoping they have an on-time launch, because the view is going to be awesome. Last item on the agenda, reading. I love to read, and working at the library for 2 years was awesome, because every few days I'd be putting away a book and I'd go, ooh, what's this about? Oh, that sounds promising. What's your Amazon score? Oh, you are going on the list. I now have about 120 books on the to be read. Most of them I'll get from the library. A handful of them I'll listen to on Hoopla while I'm walking around the neighborhood. And maybe a few I'm gonna, such as Theo of Golden, to go buy just because the ratings are so high on them. Most recently, I finished Joe Hill's King's Sorrow and Mitch Albom's. I'm just finishing up Mitch Albom's Twice, kind of a time travel love story. And coming up in the next few weeks, I plan to tackle Tom's Crossing by the awesome Mark Danielewski, who wrote the very, very creepy House of Leaves, and also to read Gareth Brown's Book of Doors. It sounds very, very promising. So I've got some reading lined up. So in summary, retirement at 2 weeks and 2 days is going really well. I love the flexibility to go out and do fun things and cool things whenever conditions require, such as perfect weather. I love the ability to go get things fixed whenever we need to, and I like the ability to just go out on the lanai or the front porch and sit on my butt and do nothing but look at the pond and wait for the next snowy egret or brown ibis or bald eagle or little blue heron or the enormous sandhill crane to walk through and glare at me while they go back to bug hunting. So far so good on retirement. I think in a few days we'll make a video about Daytona Beach and some of the cool things you can do along the Daytona Beach beachfront here along the Halifax River. Lots of great restaurants, museums, things to see, and we'll talk about that in a few days. But for now, this is Doug the Retired Navigator signing off, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.